Ho, ho, ho. Hey guys, welcome to art class. We're going to do one final fun, silly thing right before our holiday break, and that is we're going to draw a Grinch. I love Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and I thought it would be fun if we drew a little Grinch together to help celebrate. So, if you want to follow along with me, I'm going to start with a black crayon, and I'm going to draw a big smiley face near the bottom of my page, kind of like this. I want it to be a nice curvy smiley face, almost like the letter C, but he fell over on his back like a turtle and he's like, so I drew a little smiley face like that. That's the bottom of my Grinch's head, his little chin. I'm just going to draw his head and his neck. So I'll come down with his little neck right here. Okay? And that's his chin, his mouth. So next, above my little C, my little smiley, I'm going to draw one little ziggy on this side and one little ziggy on that side. Be like little furry lines. And I can come up and I can come up like that. Okay? So we have most of his head already drawn. Now I want my Grinch to be wearing a Santa hat. So I'm just going to put a little bumpy oval, almost like a cloud above his head. If you have a hard time with that, just kind of do like a little bumpy line like that to start, and then do one going above it like that. And it's okay. So we got our little bumpy cloud guy, and I'm going to turn this into a Santa hat by doing a curved line around the top like that, and then I'm just going to come up with that part, and we can put our little fuzzy ball on the bottom right there, almost like a sun. Okay? Now, one thing I love about Dr. Seuss's art style is he's got all these little scratchy lines on it all the time. So you can always add some little scribbles and scratches to your picture to make it look even cooler if you wanted to. Now, his eyes, we are going to add two kind of evil, well, not evil, but grumpy, little cat-like eyes. So I'm going to start with almost like a sad face and like a sad face, like that. Okay? And then I want to do a happy face under it, so we draw our little football shapes. I think we did this on another project recently too, where we drew little football eyes. But it's like a sad face and a happy face, a frown and a smile. Okay? And then you can draw little beady black circles inside of them like that. Now, if you really want it to look like the Grinch, you need some wild, grumpy eyebrows. And to make it look Dr. Seussy, I can make them kind of scribbly. So I'm going to kind of have a black one coming out this way, and then a black one coming out this way. And that'll make it look kind of Grinchy. I could even put some extra little lines up like that so he looks really mad. Yep. Nice. Now next I need a nose. I'm going to put a tiny little smile right there. And then I'll put a bump and a bump. So he's got his little nose. I could scritchy it up a little bit if I want. Now I love the Grinch's kooky smile. So he always smiles really big on his face. So I'm going to put the top of his smile up here. If you know what I'm talking about, it's kind of, if this is like a smile, I just put those two little lines right there. But instead of doing a big curve, I'm going to make it a little weird and wavy. I might even put a little spike at the bottom there. Because he's always got that kind of mischievous little grin, like, okay. And now, I've got my Grinch drawn. What's going to make it look even more Grinchy is when I start adding my colors to it. So I've got my crayons here, and you might have a nice box of crayons like this that has a lot of different colors. If you do, maybe you are like Mr. Galloway and you have two greens, a dark green and a light green. If you have a dark green and a light green, now would be a great time to use them both, because we can make our picture look really cool with them and look even more Dr. Seussy. So I'm going to start with the light green, the limey color, the grass green, and I'm going to color the Grinch's fur nice and fuzzy green. Okay, so I got most of his fur colored in. I went kind of sloppy and fast, but if you take your time, it'll keep him better. Then I'm going to color his little neck that color green too. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You really are a peel. Bloop, bloop. So I colored him green like that. Now I've got my darker green, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my darker green to put some of these little furry, scratchy, extra lines in him to make him look even more Grinchy. If you just kind of go over and put some of these, I think it looks even more Dr. Seussy, because he always has these little scribbles and stuff about, like that. Now the Grinch has creepy bright yellow eyes, so I could get my yellow, I could color his eyes in. And now he's really starting to look Grinchy with the yellow and the green. I could get my red to color his hat. Alright, so got my hat colored in, and he is looking pretty cool. If there's anything extra you want to add to yours, you could add some stuff in the background. I had a kid in a class I saw earlier today that added Susie Loo-hoo. Susie Loo-hoo? Susie Loo-hoo. To his picture, and it looked really cool. I had somebody add the little dog with the reindeer horns and the red nose. You can do lots of fun, cool things to your picture to make it look even better. I hope you had fun drawing your Grinch. I absolutely loved all the bears you guys drew last week. They were so adorable. I just couldn't stop squealing about them. I was showing them to my wife like, look at this one. You guys did so great. But I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I can't wait to see you back after our break. And I hope you get everything you wanted. Like new art stuff. All right, guys. I'll see you soon.